In this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about good sitting posture. Now, the nature of posture means positioning, and we want to get our body into a more vertical position. So if you're sitting in front of the computer, it's very common that, if people are sitting here, that they start slouching forward simply because the force of gravity is pushing us forward. And it's important to remember and remind ourselves to keep our bodies nice and tall. So in this video, I want to talk about a couple of different tools that you can use in your own office that can make a big difference for yourself. The first one, which I didn't know about for a long time, but is an easy thing to do, is called a sitting wedge. Now, this is a 3-inch sitting wedge. And what you do is you sit on it, and the wide part goes to the back, and the small part goes to the front, and it allows us to get a little bit of arch in our lower back. If you go to Google or whatever browser that you're using, and you type in sitting wedge, or specifically 3-inch sitting wedge, 3-inch may be too much for you, but on average, usually a 2 or a 3 is going to work best for people. And so that's the first tool that I found really makes a big difference. And especially if you have difficulty sitting up and you need a little bit more support, that's a great idea. The second tool is this ball here. It's got a little bit of a give to it, and you can blow it up so it's firmer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back behind my back, and I'm going to sit back a little bit towards the back there. Okay, so again, what that does is helps to bring the hips forward, keeps a little bit of an arch in the lower back. Remember, we've talked about how in the lower back there should be a natural curve to the spine. And if there's not a natural curve, there's tendency for the back to flatten out and be straight and even go the opposite direction, especially if a person is, slumped forward in their chair. Now, you know whether or not you're sitting up or not, but, this is a great tool because it can really help to keep your body in a more upright position. The same thing with the ball here. Another way that this can be used is between your knees. You can't see it here, but I'm going to put it between my knees, and I'm going to squeeze my knees together. And in squeezing my knees together, it's going to help me to lengthen through my spine. Maybe I take this tool here, the sitting wedge, and I'm going to sit down on the sitting wedge. And then I'm going to put the ball between my knees, and I'm going to squeeze it. Okay, these are just different ideas, different tools that can help you to get your body into a better positioning here. Now, the third tool that I want to share with you today is it's just called a lumbar wedge. It's got a little bit of a curve to it, and it's something that you put behind you. Okay, so you can use both the wedge and the lumbar support in your chair, but it's really finding a combination of tools. These are what I would consider to be low-tech tools. You can certainly buy a better chair. You can get a sit-stand desk. I have my team on a headset so that they can have hands-free when they're helping patients. And just, again, how much you want to invest in yourself, in your environment. A lot of my patients at this point are working from home. And so being willing to invest in some tools that can help you to do that. So again, just as a quick reminder, I'm going to take these out here. We've got the sitting wedge. Again, these, if you go to your browser and you put it in there, the second one is called a lumbar support, or a lumbar pillow is a great tool. And then the third one is this ball here. Now this specific ball that is made by a company called Spree, S-P-R-I, but it's got a little bit of a give to it, and it's a good thing to be able to again get your adductors between your legs, like pushing your legs together to get a little bit of contraction in those muscles or strengthen those muscles while you're sitting. or putting it behind you and allows you to sit up nice and tall with some support behind you there. So I hope this is helpful for you. Sitting posture, especially for those of us who are sitting in front of a computer all day. I'm not sitting in front of a computer all day, but I use these tools intermittently throughout my week just to help me to keep my body into a better positioning, better posture. Sitting posture, again, we want to get that body into more vertical position, and we want to get a little bit of an arc in our lower back to help to support our lower back, get our head up over our shoulders, so we help to preserve our body, preserve our spine, and stay healthier in the new year. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching.